Here's our February update for Oakville. We'll start out with all kind of homes and a general overview of the market. There has been a decrease in sales, average selling price, and the new listings compared to the same time last year. We've seen a general decrease in sales by 42%. We've seen a decrease in average selling price by 11% from 1.7 to 1.5 million. New listings decreased by over 30%, and homes were available for longer, where we've seen an average of around 7 days last year, and this increased around 22 days this year. Now, considering the overall trends for the past 4 months, what we've seen is that sales, average selling price, and new listings are actually going up in Oakville, and most likely again to the hold of increase by the Bank of Canada. And now with the changes in the financial markets in the United States, we might see rates going down. Hopefully, we hope for that. So when it comes to days on market, what we've seen is that homes have been on the market for much fewer days. We've seen highs of 36 days in January 23. That has gone down to 22 days in February. We've seen a peak number of sales, average selling price, and new listings in the past 4 months, just this February. So it tells you the market is improving. Going into more detail, for detached homes in Oakville for this month, there was a decrease in sales, average selling price, and new listings compared to last year. Sales have gone down by 37%. The average selling price has gone down by 19% from 2.3 million to 1.9. New listings have decreased by 32% from 278 last year to 187 this year. And homes were available on the market for much, much longer, comparing 7 days last year to 18 days this year. However, again, considering the trends from for the past 4 months, we've seen an increase in sales, we've seen an increase in average selling price, an increase in new listings. The prices have actually gone up from a low of 1.78 in January to a high of 1.9 in February. That's almost $150,000 to $200,000 increase in detached home value. We also saw a peak number of sales and new listings in February compared to the past 4 months, and with homes selling much quicker. For semi-detached homes in Oakville, we've seen, as with every other market, a decrease in sales, a decrease in average selling price, and a decrease in the number of listings coming up this year. Sales have decreased by over 27%, going down to around 8 in February. Average selling price decreased by 12%. Not that much of an increase compared to the other types of homes, but still a major increase of over 12%. There was a decrease in the number of listings by 66% from 21 to 7 this year. Days on market, we've seen days on market exponentially increase from 6 days last year to around 13 days this year. Considering trends for the last 4 months, however, sales, average selling price, and new listings have improved. We went from an average of 1.03 in December to 1.2 in February. So that's a $200,000 increase, just short of $200,000 increase in semi-detached home values. So for townhomes, there has been a decrease in sales, a decrease in selling price, and a decrease in number of listings, where sales decreased by 42% compared to last year. The average selling price dropped by 14% from 1.4 to 1.2, and new listings decreased by over 55% from 90 to 40 this year. Homes were available for much longer, comparing 5 days last year to 23 days this year. Again, considering the trends from the past 4 months, we've seen an improvement in sales, an improvement in average selling price, and an improvement in the number of listings that have come up. The home average price increased from 1.03 in January to a high of 1.21. Again, that's almost an increase of $200,000. As for condos in Oakville for this month, there has actually been an increase in average selling price. There's been an increase in the inventory that we've seen compared to last year. Even though sales decreased by 44%, we still have demand going for condos. Why? Because of the switch in the market. Rents have gone up exponentially in the GTA, and investors are taking advantage of that. The average selling price of condos has actually gone up by 41% from 818 last year to 1.15 this year. And we've seen also an increase in the number of listings by over 15%. So we've got more condos on the market, and people are snatching them up much faster. Considering the trends from the past 4 months, we've seen an increase in sales, we've seen an increase in average selling price and new listings. There was an all-time peak in average selling from a low of 720 in November 22 to around 1.158 this February. So that's an exponential growth of around $400,000 in condo values in Oakville. Throughout this market update, we have noticed a consistency in the increases of selling prices and new listings over the past 4 months, with homes staying on the market for fewer days. Again, this is likely due to the stabilization of interest rates that we've seen, Bank of Canada holding their increases, and what we've seen over the last week with the financial system in the United States. I believe now is a great time to sell your home as average prices are increasing, and I believe more buyers are going to be coming into the market as we see a stabilization in interest rates or a drop given the situation that we're seeing in the United States. All right, if you have any questions related to the market update or are looking to buy or sell your home, feel free to reach out to me or to one of my team members. We look forward to seeing you during our next market update. Stay tuned for more.